Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is JamayaRocheal, and today I finally get to talk about college thus far and my experiences. So today I just want to give you all my top 5 tips, I guess. It's gonna be more than 5 tips probably, but the focus is the top 5 tips. Now, I will be a junior in college next fall semester. And I'll have 16 credit hours, so I'll kind of have a full load. I hadn't had that many credit hours since my very first semester, and I had the best GPA ever my very first semester. But yeah, so let's get right on into the video, and thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell everybody after you're done watching this video. So let's get right into the top 5 tips. So the first tip that I have is buy a planner, and not only buy it, but actually use your planner. Now, I wish I would have kept mine, but I threw them all away. Let me tell y'all, as soon as I'm done with that last final, I am like, you know, I don't need this. Y'all know that me where they throw everything up in the air and they be like, just kidding, I need those. No, I don't be kidding. I throw them in the trash unless it's something that I could potentially use later on in my college years. So what I do is, as soon as I get my syllabus or my syllabi for all of my classes, I go ahead and jot everything down in my planner. If things change, I jot that down. As assignments come up, I add those to my planner, and it's really helpful for me because I'm able to, visually see what I have coming up, and I can plan out time to study for everything. Now, I'm not the best with time management. I'm really, really not. I'm a really bad procrastinator, and I don't like staying up late, so it gets me in trouble every single year. But next semester, I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to change that. But I would tell you all to definitely use a planner, especially if you're not good with time management and if you're a visual learner, or things help you when you're able to see what the plan is, because that's kind of how I am. So yeah, that has helped me out a lot so far. My next tip was to be sure to start registration as soon as it opens. And what I mean by that is, sometimes certain classes get a certain time frame to where they can register for their classes. Sometimes it's by classification or however your school does it. Whatever your time slot is, start on time. That's with housing, classes, seminars, whatever you have to do, whatever you want to do. Whenever it opens up for you to sign up for it, take advantage, because at my school there's thousands of people. I believe it's 30 plus thousand students at my school. Um, Everybody wants the same thing for the most part. So be on top of your stuff. Like, if you know you don't want an 8 o'clock class, I'm telling you, 80% of the kids at the school, or the students, whatever, don't want 8 o'clock classes either. Okay? So if registration opens up at 7:30 a.m. and you don't start until 4 o'clock, baby, you're gonna have all 8 a.m. classes, okay? That's depending on, whatever your class is, whatever the class is. There may be other classes or other time slots for that class, but just try to start registration as soon as possible. Okay, the thing is, don't be last minute, because when you're last minute, you miss out on things that you want, things that you need, classes that you want, classes that you need. I would hate for somebody to not be able to graduate because they weren't able to register for a specific class because they decided to wake up late or get to it hours after it started. Just don't hurt yourself. Don't do that to yourself. And that brings me right on to my next tip. base your schedule off of your sleep schedule, okay? If you know that you're a morning person, try to take classes early in the morning when you're the most alert, when you're, excited, you're happy about the day, and you know that you're going to be productive in those classes. Do that. If you know that you're a night person and you're not a morning person, don't get an 8 a.m. I wouldn't even get a 9:30 class, to be honest, because you're gonna have to wake up at 8 a.m. or 8:30 or whatever to get to that class on time. So if I were you, I would try to get later classes. I'm a morning person, so I tried to get all 9:30 classes. I didn't like 8 o'clock classes. I mean, it worked out well for me my first semester with the circumstances under the conditions I was living, but being on campus, don't do it. Just don't do it. And then Brandon, on the other hand, he is not a morning person at all. Brandon didn't have class until 12:30, 1 o'clock sometimes. Like, I think that was his earliest class last year. After he learned what it was, and no. Once he figured it out, that boy was getting late classes. He would have classes like in the evening, like 6 o'clock. See, me, I'm a morning person, but after 4 o'clock, I don't need to be in anybody's class. After 4:15, that's like the max for me. After that, I'm going to be sleeping in class. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to cook, eat, clean up, do my homework, whatever, so I can be in the bed because I don't like being up all night. I don't. I don't. So, yeah, make sure you do that. I would hate for you to be sleeping in class, failing out because you decided to pick a schedule during the times in which you like to sleep. Like, that just doesn't make sense. If you know you got to work, figure it out, figure it out. Make sure that your class schedule will fit your daily schedule and your daily schedule fits your class schedule. So my next tip is take advantage of SI, which is supplemental instruction, and other tutoring opportunities, free tutoring opportunities. There are so many resources on college campuses. Like, we have SI at my school, which means that there's a student who is like teaching or helping us after class hours that have already gotten an A in the class. If you don't get an A, you're not going to be an SI instructor, I think. I think that's true at my school. But it's really beneficial, and also I think that teachers look at that. If you're struggling in the class and they see that you're coming to them, you're going to SI and you're studying on your own time at home and you're still not doing well, at least they know that you're trying. So I doubt they'll fail you, but just try to take advantage of that, because not only will teachers look at that, but it really may help you out. It definitely helped me. For my science classes, I was in SI for every single one except microbiology, and that's because I was at a different school and they didn't offer SI, so I was just kind of on my own on that one. But for the most part, chemistry, oh gosh, definitely chemistry. I was in SI, definitely, because I wouldn't have made it without it. Anatomy, I was definitely in SI for anatomy, and it definitely helped me out. Also, sometimes when you take SI classes, you may be a class ahead of your teacher, because most of the time the students know what the teacher is planning on teaching the next class. So you can kind of go over what you learned that day, but then go into what's going to be taught the next class. So it'll kind of be like a review for you. So that was very, 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 very useful to me, and it helped me a lot. Okay, it helped me a lot. My last and final tip regarding this, like academic wise, would be to talk to your professors as much as you can. Get to know them, okay? Like, get to know them. Go to their office hours. Ask them what their interests are, what they're working on, because professors are resources too. They know people, they network, they've been through the whole college thing, they've worked, they've been at different locations, so they know people, they have connections. And if they see that you're interested and you're really, really like driven and determined to get where you want to be, they'll help you. They'll help point you in the right direction. So I would definitely take advantage of that. I know for sure for chemistry, chemistry 1151, y'all, I really thought I was going to fail that class. Like, I was not expecting to get a B plus in there, but I was going to SI. I asked questions in class. I talked to my professor after class. She knew that I was like trying my hardest in that class not to fail, and I came out with a freaking B plus. Y'all, I ain't even gonna say, look, she looked out for me in that class. I'll just say that because I know that she looked out for me. She looked out for me. But um besides that, I would definitely say when you go off to college, your friends from high school, y'all aren't going to be as tight in college, especially if y'all are going off in different directions, going to different schools. When you go to different schools, you meet new people. When you meet new people, you don't really, I won't say you don't have time for your friends back home, but it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind type of thing. So it's probably not intentional, but it does happen. So don't take it to heart. Just do what you do and check on people though. I would definitely say continue to check in and say, hey girl, how are you? How's school going? I wish you the best. I'm praying for you, and I hope that you're successful, blah blah blah. Because just don't take it personally. Like, if someone's been a bad friend to you, that's one thing, but recognize when they're doing it intentionally versus y'all just maybe drifting apart a little bit, or the distance may be a hindrance on your relationships, your friendship. But that's definitely something to look out for. When you go off to college, you're going to be way more independent, or you're expected to be way more independent. Your mom shouldn't be there with you every day. Your mom shouldn't be calling you and telling you, hey, remember to do this, remember to do that. They shouldn't be doing that. That's something that you should be taking advantage of and doing yourself, because you're looked at as an adult now. In your professor's eyes, you're an adult. When you go to college, get involved, but prioritize, please. Like, don't let other things get in the way of what you're there for. Also, study groups, okay? Study groups is key. Join a study group, okay? But when you get in a study group, make sure that you're going to benefit others and that they're going to benefit you as well. Don't be in a study group and you're the only person that's helping people out, because you're going to end up getting the short end of the stick, because the things that you need to focus on, you're not focusing on because you're too busy helping other people. Not saying not to help people, but just make sure that you're getting the help that you need as well. So I don't want this video to be super, super long. But if you have any more questions, any concerns, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm open to talking about it. You can reach out to me on social media, Instagram. Probably Instagram would be the best, Instagram or Facebook. Not really Snapchat, because I think that's kind of weird a little bit. I don't I don't befriend everyone that I see on Snapchat, and I've gotten some inappropriate people on my Snapchat, so I think that's kind of disgusting. But yeah, if you're an incoming freshman, good luck. Best wishes to you. I hope that college is everything that you're expecting and more, in a positive way, not a negative way. Conquer, okay? You can do it. You can do it. But that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. And again, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you later. Mwah.